participating this year.
Loved it.
Hey everybody, I'm Matt.
Hi, I'm Melissa.
And this week we're excited to take you with us as we take a trip over to the Big Island of Hawaii, where I will be participating in the Hawaii Ironman 70.3. I've been training with Hawaii Triathlon Center Club, a whole group of athletes. We started in January with the goal of participating in this race. We have a good mix of athletes, from first-time athletes to veterans of the 70.3 distance. So we're excited to bring you all along on this journey and show you some of the race.
Yep, and some of us are going for team support and spectating, so this should be a really fun trip.
All right, let's get going.
Let's go!
Everybody, quick check-in. We arrived yesterday here in Kona. Did a quick shopping trip at Costco, got all the supplies, planned out our dinners. Our athletes from our team will be joining us today, later on this afternoon. Right now we're headed over to the race course. We're going to do a quick swim, and then we're going to do our check-in process at the venue. All right, we'll see you out in the water.
Evening, morning. Morning. All right, we're so excited to be here. All right, good morning.
Melissa, tell us what you're making for dinner.
For dinner tonight, for pre-race dinner, we're going to do spaghetti because you need your carbs. We're going to do sweet Italian sausage. We're doing ground beef. We'll also have a salad, and we'll have some garlic butter garlic bread.
Sweet. What's in this pot?
Water right now. It will be pasta.
Lobster and crab in that pot.
Nice.
Have a little crab pot.
Yeah, Chef Melissa and Chef Terry here. Are you gonna make the 5 o'clock dinner? It's 4 o'clock.
We have an hour.
Definitely. We'll
Yeah.
be ready.
We'll be ready.
All right, good.
We got this.
All right, thank you all.
Good morning. That's our plan in this house. If you don't have a plan like that, but you'd like to jump on that program, you can be here. The van will leave in front of this house 5 a.m. We'll load up the van at 5 a.m. So
Yeah.
in the van truck, we'll leave this house at 5 a.m. I would go straight to my bike. I'd put all my stuff on my bike. I would inflate my tires. I'm gonna get out of transition. Transition is a beehive of anxiety and people having meltdowns.
We were just saying, going out, I think it's that red buoy out there and making a left.
That red buoy to the left, the one to the right.
Better be fast as the first one's out. Yeah, that's the good guy, Chris Marino used to make a throw here. His son David is racing here today. Right, I remember Chris, that guy had to be part of the fight. Yeah, just right on the line.
So let's talk about your swim.
Okay.
What was your strategy going into the swim?
Okay, strategy for the swim this year was definitely to do better than last year. So putting in a lot of work on my swim, and I saw some good improvements. I think it was an over 5 minute improvement from last year.
That's great.
Yeah, it was really good. I was very happy with my swim. I couldn't have done anything different this year, but yeah, I was very pleased with it.
Overall, kind of how'd you feel about it? Like, besides feeling improved and besides like feeling good about, like, how'd you feel in the moment and how'd you feel coming out of the water?
In the moment, I felt good at the start of the swim. It was self-seating this year, which was different in past. The past few years had been by age group, and this year was self-seating as to what you thought your finish time was. So I seated myself way more forward than I had if I was in an age group. I don't know where I would have been seated for my age group, but I felt like I was in started in the top 25% of the field, which was good. And it was a little different this year because it was 2 athletes every 5 seconds, and last year was 4 athletes every 5 second rolling start. So it was pretty spaced out. You didn't feel there was a big group of people all at once, like a mass start. The 2 people really spaced out the swim, so I felt it gave you a lot of space, and there wasn't like a bunch of crowding, so you were able to get in a groove, which I was able to, and yeah, I felt good coming out of the swim. I wasn't exhausted like I was in survival mode in the past. I felt like the swim was for me just straight survival. Okay, let's just get through the swim. And this year, different was I was able to really put effort into the swim. I was confident, and I attacked the swim rather than just survive the swim.
Awesome. What do you feel, was there some technique with swimming or something that you did that made you feel like you improved your swim? Because you shaved 5 minutes off, right? So you must have done something to improve. So what did you work on?
Well, it's just working on technique, and it just, as a late start swimmer in life, that it takes a lot of time in the pool or a lot of time in the ocean, wherever you swim, just to get that. And so that's where I was at. I think finally it's starting to come together. So I started this triathlon hobby in 2016. So it's taking me this long to see this good improvement in the swim. But as Coach Ben says, persistence and hard work pays off, and it did.
Awesome. So looking forward to next year, did you learn anything about yourself during the swim or that you've thought about afterwards that you want to work on specifically to help you improve for next year or just in the future in general?
I think just keep doing what I'm doing, trying to get better every single day and just putting in the work. And, taking the feedback from coach and showing up every day and trying to get better.
Awesome. The most important question of the day.
Yeah.
Did you see any wildlife while you were out there swimming?
Yeah, lots of fish. I mean, it's a beautiful swim. That course is it's like swimming in an aquarium. It's lots of fish, and probably the most exciting everybody wants to see is turtles. You know,
Yeah.
they don't call it honu for nothing. There was definitely turtles out there.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love when you see the honu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I got to watch you swim, and that was very exciting.
Yeah.
I was very happy to see you come out of the water looking so happy and excited about it. So that was really awesome.
Yeah.
Good job.
Just happy all around.
Yeah.
Lots of happies.
Yeah, lots of happies. Good job. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, babe! Let's go! Let's go! Let's All right, now let's talk about the bike portion of the event.
Okay.
So how did you feel the bike ride was?
The bike ride to me was as expected. I've ridden that course so many times, whether in Ironman World Championship, training camps, or competing in 70.3 there. It was as expected. There was really no surprises on the bike. It was, there was nothing. I could say it was a kind of a boring ride.
Boring ride?
Well, I mean,
Okay.
nothing exciting happened. There was no flats. There was no big mechanicals. I was able to just concentrate on what Ben and Hyatt came up with for as far as like what power I should be riding, and focusing on my heart rate and focusing on my nutrition. So I just had those in mind, and so it was just kind of mechanical. Just kind of we planned it out and just fell into place, and I executed the bike. I was happy with it. I think the overall time, what wasn't maybe what I wanted to go under 3 hours on the bike, and I just missed that, but that's okay. That gives us something to work on.
I think you only missed it by like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
though.
it was close. It was
Yeah.
really close.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I wasn't trying to gas myself. We kind of said, hey, let's set a ceiling for your power and your heart rate, especially because based on last year, my heart rate really spiked on the bike. Could have been a couple of factors. Could have been hotter, not enough nutrition, whatever it was. So I was just kind of executing the nutrition and the power plan. So that way, when I got to the run, my legs were ready and I could do the half marathon.
Okay, awesome. Speaking of weather, how was the weather on the bike, and how was the road conditions?
Road conditions were great. I mean, that's a pretty nice course. There's a few spots where it's kind of rough, and on those off the left coming down, left off the Queen K, going down that little downhill part of the road, it kind of gets rough, and that's where I don't know, maybe like a quarter mile after I made that left-hand turn, headed down, is when I lost my nutrition. I hit a bump or a pothole or something, and my little nutrition on my shiv came flying out into the bushes all over the road. So I had to turn around, walk back up the hill into oncoming cyclists, picking up my nutrition. I just felt like I need to pick it up. It was too early in the bike ride just to say forget it. And so that was really, I guess there was a little excitement. If there was any excitement, that was the excitement.
So maybe then that situation is what caused you to go those few minutes over. Like, had that not happened, you'd have met your goal of under 3 hours.
Yeah, I don't like to make excuses. I mean, that may have cost me a minute or two. Yeah, I mean, that could put me, yeah, you're right. That could have,
Yeah. So lesson
That's all
learned,
part of the game.
secure nutrition next time.
Yeah.
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 Okay. How about, what did you feel was the hardest part of the bike ride?
I think the hardest part of the bike ride was is keeping it boring. As keeping focused on the power output, keeping focused on the heart rate, and keeping your head in the game. That's the hardest part, is keeping focus and not wanting to push when you shouldn't be pushing. There's gonna be people that pass you, and it's very tempting to want to go with them or to step on the power and go faster, but you just got to keep to the plan and make sure that you're executing so that you can come off and have a good run.
Okay. Did you have a favorite part of the bike ride?
My favorite part of the bike ride was, what is my favorite part of the bike ride? I mean, it's probably the descent from Javi. You got the wind at your back and you're going downhill. So that's my favorite part. And you get to get that free power. Yeah.
Okay. Anything that you want to do next year that you want to do differently?
For the bike?
Yeah, for the bike.
Finish under 3 hours.
Finish under 3 hours.
Yep, that's the goal.
Would you, what are you going to do that'll try to help you make it under 3 hours?
Talking it over with Coach Ben, I'm sure we'll come up with a plan to execute that. It's going to be time in the saddle and working on my power thresholds and my endurance.
Okay. Well, awesome. For us spectators, it was really interesting. I typically know around the time that you have a goal. So I start tracking when you leave transition and kind of estimating when you're going to come back. But I also utilize the tracker to kind of help keep track of where you are. And there was a really long time that the tracker was saying that you and everybody else were at mile 2.6. And so we didn't know if the tracker was messed up or if something was going on the course. So we were a little bit worried. And we kept kind of monitoring it. And then, suddenly all of you were, passing mile 30, which I guess was the next timing, Matt.
Yeah, probably.
And so then we kind of guesstimated based on that point of when you guys would be finishing. And we chose a time. We got ready to leave the house. We started walking down. I think how far did we have to walk?
Maybe from where we were staying.
Yeah.
Back down to the
transition.
Start.
Yeah.
Maybe 3/4 of a mile.
I feel like it was a little longer than that, but
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a mile, right around there.
Something like that.
To a mile, yeah.
But while we were walking down there, you guys started coming in. We got the notification that somebody in the group had already finished, and then we saw Delvin come by, and then I had just made it to in front of the transition to get to see you coming in. So I got to see you coming in for transition on the bike. So I was happy I made it down there when I did, because then I could see the transition. I could see you start the run too.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's good.
Yeah. Awesome.
Sweet.
Stop making fun of me.
About a half marathon left.
Almost done. Almost there.
Always, no days, call it what you want. Keep pace, no craze.
Hey,
when you
babe.
wanna jump,
You're looking
we
great.
play all day, standing
Doing a
at
great
the
job. How you
front.
feeling?
We stay, can't
Yeah.
wait. Can you give me some?
Awesome. Proud of you.
We go, can't stop the beat, it can't be. We know, break out the scene again, see
good, man. Yeah. All right, tell me, what would you guess the temperature is right now?
About 65.
Yeah? Wind chill factor maybe 63,
Yeah.
62.
Yeah.
What color would you guess your pee is right now?
It's pretty clear. I just peed.
Oh, nice work.
Yeah.
How are those rocks working out for you on your forehead?
So far, so good.
Excellent. Keep
Yeah.
up the good work. We'll see you on the next loop.
Yeah, buddy.
So come and get some. We don't can't stop the beat, it can't be. We know, break out the scene, it can't see. A song can't stop the heat, it get low. So come and get some. Can't stop the beat, it can't be. We know, break out the scene, it can't see. A song can't stop the heat, it get low. So come and get some. We know, can't stop the beat, it can't be.
I need some raw emotion here. Come on. How you feeling, bud?
Good, but my leg right here is just all cramped.
How was that bike ride?
Good.
Yeah? How do you feel about having a camera in your face in this vulnerable moment like this?
All right.
All right.
Your wedding ring?
Hannah, what was your favorite snack on the bike today?
Maybe the Morton
Okay, were you doing the black ones or the white ones?
Black.
Nice move. You look great. Keep it up. We'll see you on the next lap.
Good job, Tony. Good job, Tony. Almost there. Almost there.
Can't wait.
You're totally winning. Yeah, babe. Looking good, bud. How you feeling?
You're doing it, brother. Looking good. All right, so you had a good swim, you had a good bike. How confident are you feeling about your sock selection at this point in the day?
Feel good.
Nice, you look good.
Yeah.
You're running fast right now. Hopefully not too fast.
I'll slow down.
Yeah, there you go. Make
Slow
sure you
down.
get the ice, the water. Have fun out there, buddy. Good to see you.
Hey.
That bike was wicked, man. The bike, you like when you started at the hockey trailer and you had the engine coming in.
You guys were so far ahead of the tracker, we couldn't keep up with you.
Oh yeah.
It told us you were at mile 2.5 for like forever, and then all of a sudden it was mile 30, and then we were like, we should probably start walking, and then you guys were coming in passing us. How do you feel?
feel?
feel surprisingly good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel really good.
You looked amazing out there.
Yeah, it
You
felt
looked
good.
strong.
It felt good. I thoroughly enjoyed the race. It
Yeah.
wasn't sucky like the last two.
Good.
This one like moved around the course pretty good. I felt like.
Every time I saw you, you looked solid.
All right, now let's talk about the run. So, how are you feeling coming off of the bike and starting the run?
Coming off the bike, I was feeling optimistic because my legs felt good. My past two Honus, I had nothing. It was the heat got me. I don't think I had my nutrition dialed in, and I was pretty much walking 13 miles. So I was coming in. I was feeling super good. I was a little. I was optimistic, but at the same time going, "Oh shoot, something's going to happen." Um, but I got off the bike, got my run bag, and my legs felt good. I wasn't feeling like I was cramping. I didn't feel like I was tired. I was full of energy, which was good. I took my time, put my shoes on, ate a little bit more nutrition, um, put my new headband on. You got me, whatever. I don't know what it's called.
Omnius.
The Omnius headband.
Yeah.
So putting that on, and then got out on the run, and got to the right when you get out of transition. There's that first aid station, so I kind of got there, got some water, got some ice, Gatorade, and I was feeling good when I started running. So I was feeling super excited and super good.
How'd you like the headband?
Well, considering I think I took like an hour off my run time, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but yeah, the headband I felt like it kept me cool. I mean, I felt really good on the run. I didn't feel like I was overheating in years past. I didn't feel like I was cramping. I didn't feel like, oh my God, this is the hottest run I've ever been on. So I would have to attribute some of that to that,
Yeah.
So
it helped keep you cool.
I think it did. Yeah.
Cool. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you about what was your strategy for keeping cool and your nutrition on the run. Obviously you had the headband, but what other kind of things were you doing?
Okay, so so Ben had us practicing leading up to Honu this year. He had all of our runs. Every mile we were to completely soak ourselves with water, like just keep yourself wet, and that was the theme of this race, was keep yourself wet. Even on the bike, every aid station, a bottle of water on the bike for hydration, and one bottle straight over the head, and keep yourself wet. Hit the thighs, hit your head, and down your back. And so keep that. That was a big strategy. Carried from the bike to the run, and I did the same thing. Every aid station, I was grabbing their Crystal Geyser gallon containers and like tipping it up and like soaking myself, and then keeping up with the nutrition. This year I was making sure, I'm a salty sweater, so I was trying to take in, I had a plan for how much salt I was going to take in, and so I kept executing that, ensuring I had enough salt or sodium, and keeping those electrolytes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So from previous years to this year, so you already told us that you shaved an hour off.
Yeah.
What do you think that you did differently this year that helped you to achieve that extra hour of time?
Well, I think the setting it up on the bike was key. So keeping my power, the plan for the power output, keeping the nutrition keeping the electrolytes, all that, helped me get to the run in good shape. Where in the past I had got there and I just started cramping, whether it was my heart rate was high and I just couldn't stomach any electrolytes on the run, or my legs were done. This year that wasn't the case. So I think the big key was the bike, keeping up with my nutrition on the bike, eating on the bike, and then getting to the run and staying cool.
Okay. And so not pushing it so hard on the bike, keeping yourself back a little bit.
Keeping himself back a little bit, and I think keeping the nutrition up
Yeah.
and keeping the sodium, the right amount of sodium in, was key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So for next year, what do you want to work on to improve for next year?
Run endurance. I feel like I can run that course faster. I mean, this year I kind of held back on the run a little bit. I kind of felt like at any moment I was going to implode and start walking, which never happened. I was like surprised. I just kept riding that feel good every mile. I felt good, and I was expecting to just bonk and start walking, and it being a really rough day, which I've had the past two. It was just a rough day of walking on that course, and feeling super unmotivated and wondering why I signed up for this and put myself through it. So that didn't happen. So that was great. That was a big breakthrough for me. So for next year, building upon that, building upon the confidence that no, you can do it, and you can even probably get better at it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I know. So getting to spectate and watch you through multiple of these events, this was the first year that every time I saw you, you were happy, you were smiling, you were like talking.
Yeah.
And like in previous years, you just looked like,
yeah,
I'm miserable. It's hot. When is this going to be over?
Yeah.
So it was definitely more
Yeah.
exciting for me to see you like enjoying it more this year.
Yeah. And my faster time gets us both out of the sun earlier because it's hot.
It is hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's very hot out there.
Yeah. I can't overstate to some of the athletes that did it who were training with us and their first time doing it. It's just how hot that course is. I mean, that you get on that golf course, there's no wind. It's just hot. It's like you're sitting in a valley with heat lamps. And it's just hot. And for the spectators, it's even worse because you don't have the aid stations like we do. You don't have the ice available. You don't have the water being dumped over your head and all the support. You're just sitting out there baking. So
we don't even have access to water or anything. You have to bring down with you whatever it is. So like you finish your bottle of water or your Hydro Flask full of water, you're out of luck unless you go, I don't know, maybe you can go to the hotel and buy something.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I've always kind of brought enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. And so then the last question I have about the run was, how does having spectators out there, or does having spectators out there make a difference at all for you?
Oh, definitely. I think seeing everybody out there cheering you definitely lifts your spirits. Especially when you're having a good day. When you're having a bad day out there and it's like the worst day ever and, keep going. You're like, shut up, right? In your mind. But I mean, I don't say that, but in your mind, it's rough. But when you're having a good day and you're feeling good, I think it even adds more to it. And it encourages you more and it feeds you more energy. And definitely that is one of my favorite courses for spectators because they're just all over the course. Like they pretty much have free reign to the course to walk wherever. So I mean, we had so much support out there with Hawaii Triathlon Center, all the team support that came and family that came, and you could really feel like every corner you went around, you felt like there was someone there cheering for you, and that was definitely motivating for us.
Yeah. I like that course as a spectator too because the way it's set up is like you run past us and we can just take like 10 steps to the side and we can see you loop back around and we get to see you multiple times. So it's really cool. And especially because up to that point in the day, the spectators have done a lot of walking as well. Not as much as you guys, but I clocked like 10 miles that day total, just walking around trying to spectate
Yeah.
So it was nice to get to that point, like the hottest part of the day, to be able to kind of jump back and forth. And we were able to see everybody from the team. You know, you're not trying to like move from place to place to see one athlete. You can see everybody. So yeah, that was a good one. I like that. All right, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you for what?
For answering my
question.
questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Carrie, yes. How did you feel about spectating the Ironman 2023 Kona 70.3?
It was wonderful. You start out with lots of energy, and it just kind of dwindles throughout the day.
Was it hot today?
Hot as hot.
Was it hotter as a spectator or in previous years racing?
That's a toss-up.
Yeah.
Toss-up.
Is spectating a lot of work?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's giving me sponges or ice cold water.
Absolutely. Ben, how'd you like spectating this year?
Loved it.
Yeah?
It was a beautiful day. It seemed like it would have been a good day to race, actually. It was a beautiful start this morning. It didn't rain on us. It hasn't been too hot. It's very sunny. Yeah, it seems like the race went pretty smooth. I'm really happy with how everybody did. I'm very proud of everybody. And it was a great day to spectate. It's still great. We're not done yet.
Not done yet.
Still a great day to be out here.
Yes. I'm gonna ask that one.
Oh, actually, let me ask you questions.
Oh.
Let me ask you some questions. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now you heard. So you've heard about my experience on the day and the how I race. So now I'm gonna ask. I want to ask Melissa. So I'm gonna ask you. So
Okay.
what was your favorite? What part of the weekend was your favorite?
Ooh, the whole weekend?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, or you could break it. Whatever. I mean, I don't know how to ask the question.
Okay. I think for the whole weekend, my favorite part was seeing you enjoy the race.
Okay.
Because like we said earlier, there have been some races where you were doing amazing and you were doing it and you finished it, but you didn't always look like you were enjoying it.
Yeah.
So I did enjoy seeing you enjoy it. My other favorite part was having all of our teammates there and just having that community there and getting to spend time with everybody. I really enjoy that. It's kind of cool having, like family meals and, you have support of other athletes there so you guys can talk about what's going on. And then I have other family members that are there that are not racing that we can kind of talk and coordinate. So that's just kind of a lot of fun.
Yeah. Definitely having the house with all the team there, and we were kind of like the center for the whole team. Would meet up at our house, and that's definitely big because our first Honu we stayed in a condo out by ourselves. We had the kids. Didn't really know. I mean, we knew some people, but it wasn't like that team. We weren't involved in the team like we are now.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a lot of it was just kind of by ourselves figuring out, which was fine.
Yeah.
But definitely having other people there to support. And to be with you while your guys are cheering, I'm sure it makes it a lot better of a day than just kind of out there by yourself. And
Yeah. It gives you somebody to talk to while you're waiting for you guys to run back around again. Yeah.
So we kind of went over how it's a great run course. The swim course is what it is. I mean, we go out and swim. You can't really see once we leave the shore unless you're out on a boat or something.
Yeah.
The bike, kind of hard to spectate, just because you have to get in a car and follow us around, and the logistically makes it a little bit harder. Definitely, the run is the highlight, probably.
Yeah.
But overall, based on the other 70.3s that we have went to, how would you say this venue ranks amongst the others?
Ooh. That's an interesting question because each one is so different. of course, it's Hawaii, so it's beautiful.
Right.
There's something to look at everywhere. It is spectator friendly in that we can see you in so many places. The bike course, there are other events we've been to where I could see you more on the bike, and I do like being able to see you on the bikes, especially since it's like so much amount of time. I guess this one I could, but I don't personally like to get in the car and then go get on the road where the cyclists are. Like, I want to try to keep the road as clear as possible for all of you. This is definitely the hotter of the venues that we've been to. I think the only other hottest one that I can think of was Coronado.
Oh yeah, Super Frog.
Yeah, the Super Frog.
That was hot.
That was hot, and we were on the beach. There was no shade.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this would probably be the first hottest.
Yeah, that run course too. I think you had a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
To see, because we kind of ran by you guys a lot. You guys were able to post up in one spot when we were coming off the beach, and you guys were able to see us multiple times.
Yeah. And that one was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Santa Rosa was probably still my favorite, but that was personal because my drive back from the swim to transition, there was a bunch of wineries along the way, and I had a bunch of places I could stop off at. But otherwise, Hawaii's home for us, and it just, I don't know, there's something special about this event here. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I think it's one of my favorites too. I mean, I kind of say it's our home course.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of my favorite course. I mean, it's always good to go out and experience other parts of the world, parts of the country, or whatever. But it's just something being at home. And we always have a home crowd advantage, I would say. I mean, definitely we know even our club, and then just friends that we know out from the community, triathlon community, that we know who aren't necessarily part of the club, but they're part of our triathlon ohana here. It's definitely, I feel like a home field advantage for us.
Yeah.
It just makes it fun. It's like almost being at a local sprint race here or something. We kind of know everybody.
Yeah. And you see some of the same people every year, even people you don't know. Like, I recognize people from past years. I do really like how they changed the swim course from your very first year here.
Oh, out at Hapuna Beach.
Yeah, because we had no choice but to take the shuttles out to the swim start, and then you have to wait for the shuttles to get back. So we missed, certain transitions or certain opportunities where we would have been able to see you. Where this year it was like all right there. I was able to get pretty close to the water and the swim start and actually be able to see you in the water swimming, which I don't think I've ever been able to do at any other swim race before, other than like watch you jump in the water, watch you jump out of the water.
Right.
Yeah. So I like that.
Yeah. I mean, and as an athlete too, it's nice just to see friends and family, your supporters at like every turn. Like you see them like out of the water, onto the bike, on the run. It's just it's nice to see that, because when I'm out there, you come with me, support me, and you want to see you two having some kind of fun, or at least be able to see each other throughout the course of the day.
Yeah.
All right, thanks everybody for watching. This was our first video we've done for our YouTube channel, so there'll be more content coming soon. This is just not going to be triathlon related. Definitely there will be more triathlon events, because that is a big part of my life. Thus, Melissa supports me and allows me to do this sport. So there'll definitely be more of that, but we also have a lot of other adventures we go on that we'd like to bring you into and share with you. And we'd love to hear back from you.
Yeah, and thank you so much for watching and for your support. And, the obligatory like, subscribe, comment, and share. Not only does it help notify you when we do publish more content, but it directly kind of helps and supports us by getting the information out there so more people can see it. So we really do appreciate it. But thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.